Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. Let's have a look at the new Colossal quest for Eden. And this one was pretty tough, but finally got the first clear after maybe about an hour and a half of frustration. But lots going on here, so we'll get right into it. Main gimmicks here are warps and blocks, and there's a little bit of mines, although the mines don't do a whole lot of damage, which makes me wonder why they put it in there anyway. But here, this first mission, we see the two Thunderbirds and then the two Titans. All four of these monsters have one-hit KO attacks. So whatever their highest count is, if that reaches 0, then we are gone, basically. And then the two Titans, they revive each other every turn, so we need to take them down on the same turn. And then the first two characters I'm using are Tsukuyomi, and then she is the best drop monster for this quest. And she's better than a lot of Hatcher monsters, actually. She's a Pierce with a Null Warp, and she has a Deity Slayer, which works on these Titans. So yeah, as we can see there, she's doing extra damage to the Titans, and then, yeah, taking them down. And then finally, there is this eyeball fruit thing in the middle, and it has a like a sensor above it. If we cross that yellow line, we will take damage, like a targeted lightning thing. So if we can, we want to stay away from that line. Okay, second stage. Again, we need to take down the Titans in the same turn. And this can be difficult when they are diagonally across from each other. One thing we can do, we can take down the guys in the middle so that we can free up some space, and then do like a diagonal shot to get rid of the two Titans in one turn. I think what is easier though, there we see them move, is to take down one Titan so that when it revives, it will be above the other one, above or below, so they're in a vertical line. And then that would be easier, I think, to take them down in the same turn. Alright, and then under that tree thing, there is a healing panel, and that is the only way to heal in this mission. So yeah, we can kind of see like a heart cloud thing coming up. If we step on that, we get some HP back. Yeah, now we can see it. And then there I had the two Titans lined up vertically. So I used Satan's Strike Shot to boost his speed and power, and took them down on the same turn. And then here I want to do some more healing, so I'm going to use the other Satan's Strike Shot to up his speed. And then his Strike Shot is pretty nice because it charges up very quickly. 8 turns for the first tier, 12 for the second. And then Satan does not have any null abilities, but he has a quadruple Slayer, which works on the majority of the monsters in this quest. So he is the source of damage for this quest. Okay, third stage. Again, the Thunderbirds have their one-hit KOs, so we need to take them down within a certain amount of turns. And then, kind of one of the main attacks for this level is the middle guy in the bottom there. He has a short spread, and that comes out the fourth turn, I believe. And then his first turn, he will use a wind to pull us in. But if we stay on the right side of the screen, then we will be much less likely to take that short spread. The short spread is extremely damaging. If two of our guys are hit by it, then that's basically it. Alright, so there's the short spread. Thankfully, nobody got hit, so... but yeah, it comes out the third turn, I believe it was. So the first character that acts on this stage, we definitely want to move them over to the right side of the screen, because we will not get another chance to move them before the short spread comes out. The next 3 characters will be able to move, so that first character, it is important to move them over. Okay, and then there are those mines, but again, they don't do a lot of damage. Okay, so there is a gravity attack, which brings us down to 4 HP if we take too long. And then, just to make sure that I clear the stage, I'm going to use the other Satan Strike Shot. Okay, pretty good damage there. Okay, 4th stage. So again, there is the 2 Thunderbirds. We want to take them down first. And then here we will see a new attack from the mini-boss, like a chain or a cage attack. This will do big damage against characters that are not dark. So you saw that the chains did not close on our guys. Yeah, since we're all dark, we don't take that extra damage. So it's preferable to use all dark characters in this mission. And then, as we can see, the block came up. So that creates like a little space that we can use to do lots of damage to the boss. And then the blocks will go up and down every 2 turns. So yeah, if you kind of look ahead, you can see who will be the ones that are the most likely to do the damage to the boss. Besides that kind of chain attack, really the only attack from the boss, or the mini-boss itself, is the horizon laser. So if we stay above or below Eden, then we can avoid some of that damage. Alright, there's the sensor again, so I'll do an up and down attack. And that is fine. Okay, and here is the last stage of the mini-boss sequence. And yes, first thing we want to do is take care of the Eberding Naito, the guy on the top. And again, same thing, we want to keep our first character that moves to the right of the screen, because he will use the wind, pull us in, and then the rest of our characters will have to move away, so they don't get caught in the short spread. Okay, there's that horizon laser, pretty damaging, but easy-ish to avoid. Alright, and then the next stage is the first boss stage. It will be useful for us to keep one of our Tsukuyomis at the top of the screen, since Titans will appear in the next stage. But here we see the mini-boss in between some blocks. We can use those blocks to do real concentrated damage on the boss, so... Alrighty. Oh, and I should say that once we take down the angels, they will light up the heart, the healing panels, so... Okay, so excellent damage there from Satan with his Slayer. And so yes, we want to finish this mission with a Tsukuyomi at the top of the screen, and then maybe everybody else at the bottom. That'll set us up good for the next stage. Alright, there's that lightning from crossing the sensor line. Okay, first boss stage. And yes, we see the 2 Titans there at the top, so we're going to move Tsukuyomi into position and get some Slayer damage in there. Alright, and then on the boss of Eden, we see the 2-headed skull thing. That has a 5 counter on it, and what that is a 5-way laser which shoots off to the right, which is very, very damaging. What we can do is we can take down that double-headed skull thing and then prevent that attack. So that's kind of one of the things to keep in mind, to try to take that down as much as possible. Okay, but with my Satan down there at the bottom, we are able to do some good damage to the boss and take down the skull. And then if we look at the life bar of the boss, there is that tick thing. If we move it past that, then the boss kind of goes into a new form. And once he reaches that form, there will be 3 turns until a one-hit KO. So, when we cross that line, we need to keep an eye on our next 3 characters, to see if they are in good position to take down the boss within that time. If they are not in good position, then it might be a good idea to wait a turn and get guys into better position. Or if you are in position to do big damage to the boss as you cross that tick mark, that might be the best way actually, because that means less responsibility in the next 3 turns. Okay, so here's the new form of the boss. That top number, the 3, that is the one-hit KO, so we want to take down the boss by then. And then also that Thunderbird is summoned. That has a 2-turn one-hit KO, so we got to take him that down as well. But again, thankfully my positioning was good, so I was able to do both. Alright, and then there are the 2 warps, but they're not random, so if we can get the right angle, we can kind of use our warps to our advantage, even with Satan, who does not have no warp. Okay, very good. And HP is looking pretty good as well. Okay, second boss stage. And then this is similar to the second mini-boss stage with the block in the middle. This block, however, will go up every turn, go up and down every turn. So we want to look at the guys who will act on even-numbered turns, and know that they will have the better chance of doing damage to the boss. So yeah, this Satan is in good position. We will just move him up and down. Good. And then on this stage there is no double-headed skull thing, so we can kind of relax a little bit there. Alright, here I could use Satan's strike shot to do the null everything, go through the warp, but I didn't feel like I need it, so. But generally, for this stage, if we stay in the center of the center column, and then we just move up and down, that will generally get us through this stage. Okay, pretty good. Alright, so the boss's HP is getting near the tick point. So we want to keep an eye on our next 3 characters and see if they are in good position to do good damage. With the Satan, we don't need to worry about that as much, since he does so much damage on his own. Okay, last stage. Alright, so first order of business is to... well, we do want to take down the Ebering Naito at the top there. But we also see that the double-headed skull thing has a 2 count instead of a 5 count from before. So first order of business is to take down the 2-headed skull thing, and then get rid of the guy at the top. Okay, decent. Alright, and then there's that skull thing again, so we do want to take it down again. And then, yeah, we do see the blocks in between, around Eden. We can use those to bounce off and then do lots of damage to the boss. Alright, there we used Tsukuyomi's strike shot. Not super powerful, but we can heal and then do fair damage. Okay, we'll take down the guy up at the top. And just by luck, Satan will move into pretty good position to do attacks later. But yeah, now that the guy at the top is gone, we can focus on doing damage to the boss and also taking down the double-headed skull thing. Okay, that is fine. And generally, you know, doing up and down angles and then getting caught in between the blocks is best. But left to right attacks can also be pretty effective here. Alright, there goes the skull thing again, so we will take that down. And I feel pretty good about the positioning of my guys, so I'm going to start to work on getting Eden below his tick point. Alright, here I saw a good chance to do some damage, so we'll use Satan's Strike Shot. Excellent. Alright, so Eden goes into the new form, which means we have 3 turns until the one-hit KO comes out. And then a couple of tree guys are summoned, but I would ignore them and just keep doing damage to the boss. Okay, that would have been better with more weak point hits, but that will do. Alrighty, and there we go. Whew. So that was my first time clear. That mission was very difficult, very stressful as well. And probably that's going to be the only time I play it. I did get the drop, of course, and I will be doing the review video for Eden later. Thank God for local co-op. And there it is. Okay, well, good luck with the quest. It is not easy, but thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.